Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, 95, 56. Mike. Tap. Hey, Q. He's got it, double up. Watch the safety crease. Let him tackle.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Over. Back.
On second down, it's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready? You ready? 36. I'm here all day. 56. Mike, 56.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third and 9.
Hey, 43, 15.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Check the backer. I got him.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't met an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game. 7
yards there and a first down.
Different run plays, nigga. And I'm not spinning my shit back to back. Fuck out of here, boy. You are.
First down, here's White.
Run the ball all game. Yes, I do.
Losing yardage back at the 40.
Yes, I do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Not the same running plays. Bitch, I was spamming runs, period. Damn right I'm spamming runs. My run game is where it's at. Niggas is odd. Chief got the chief. The fuck? I'm doing something right. This is weird, bro.
Now Breeze on third down. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Let's go for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Yellow, yellow.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On second down, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down goal at the 7-yard line.
Under crunch. Shift! Watch the shift!
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow. On the line, right?
Hey, Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing they were both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him
play.
behind
We
the
just
line.
17-24,
Calling a loss
man.
of 2 on the play. And
That
it'll be
shit is
second
tough,
and
bro. I don't
12.
understand the actions we put on some men, bro. That shit don't even be it, bro.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
I might be cold on time, bro.
And he lost the football. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
This nigga is weird, bro. This nigga know what he doing, bro. I don't even feel like playing this whole shit no more, bro. No funny shit, because that shit really pissed me off, bro. Niggas in there showing out for niggas they don't even know, bro. You don't know the niggas from a can of paint, bro. Weird ass nigga, bro. Niggas bring the energy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0.
Why you punting the ball and shit? On 4th and 5, why you punting it? Niggas be just copping, bro, for the net, bro.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're patching behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be taken short.
I don't know if you got me like I got you. They have to hustle and pop you. What he got you, huh? Well, I love you. Hey, what you wish, little nigga? Who you body, who you strip, little nigga? Talk to me, though. What type of prison time you did, little nigga? Where you from? Who jumped you in, little nigga? The homies want to know. Hey, what you risk, little nigga? Who you body, who you strip, little nigga? Talk to me, though. What type of prison time you did, little nigga? Where you from? Who jumped you in, little nigga? The homies want to know.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, Clark, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
I'm running the same run plays, but I'm not running them shit back to back. I don't know, though, man. It just be me, though. I'm tripping, I guess. Niggas be greedy, man.
Hey, 57, 57.
Boy, be out of it, man. Niggas know what's wrong is wrong, man. At the end of the day. That's not how we know fucking play. You're not about to say a lie like it is, man.
Under 10, 10. Switch. Big egg.
Hey, 43. What's that?
On the ground, Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Showing out for men, though. That shit ain't even it.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Hello?
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Folks in the secondary, guys have to make a lot of tackles.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
You said what happened?
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Yeah.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
You got it last night, you said? Yeah.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Yellow. There's a little lane.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
15. You got time.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You about to get tired of seeing me. Check 26, check your rip list.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fuck with your shit or fuck with you and then they be doing some whole other option shit. Fuck with you out of it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
That's his 3rd time doing this now,
stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up for the 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Once more, here's Eckler. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20.
What you do is you try to make a scene in the chat and all this other shit. Being gay as niggas, bro. Them niggas don't care about what you don't know you, boy. You trying to put on a show.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Ironic, though. Listen to this, though, y'all. Ironic, though, right? Okay, so I'm running the ball now. You see this, right? I'm running the ball with so much success now. You get what I'm saying? I'm running the ball with so much success now. But before I started streaming, I had such and such yards running the ball, right? He had me locked up, and I had 200-some passing yards. Now I can't pass the ball to save my life. This is what I say. Niggas break rules, bro, because they can't beat me in this shit, bro.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is third and 4. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him 13 yards there.
All of a sudden, I got so much run success now. But you spamming this shit when I'm not streaming this shit. Like, come on, man. You a clown, bro.
Reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
That's baby out of it, bro. Mad gay shit niggas be on.
Who is that? Who's Trigger?
Now here's Mahomes. Steps away.
Oh, my fault, brother.
And it's
Niggas
incomplete.
not stupid, bro.
Yeah, that
They
one
ain't
sailed
stupid.
on
Nigga know what
him.
the
You
fuck
gotta
they be
make sure you
doing,
give
bro.
your receiver
Man,
a
you
chance
could've
to
talked
come
to
All
out.
of a
Games,
sudden,
bro.
I'm
Because
breaking
they
for
are
damn near
very
70-yard
gifted.
runs
They'll make the
again.
circus catches,
But before I
but they'll
start
make them
streaming
out
it,
of bounds.
he got my
They're
runs
very
locked
good.
up, supposedly, right?
So after
Come
the
on,
incompletion
man.
on
Come on,
first, now
niggas spinning the
second
same
and
blitz
10.
and play against me, bro.
My fault, player.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Shit is tough.
Kamara try the right side.
Shit is
And
tough,
for one of the
man.
few times
Shit is
here
tough.
today,
You
this
lucky I
one's
don't
not
fucking
going to
block
go
him, bro.
anywhere.
Don't fuck with niggas, bro.
Back-to-back
I really
stops
don't,
make
bro.
it 3rd and 10.
Come on, bro.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down.
All of a
But if
sudden,
you're on
I'm
the
getting all
offensive
these
side of the
rushing
ball,
yards.
there's an
Once I
opportunity
stream it,
because
I'm
I know
getting
what
mad
defensive
rushing
guys are
yards
thinking
all of
right
a
now.
sudden.
Just stop them,
But
get into the
before I'm
ball.
streaming it,
That means
he's
they might
shutting
not
my
be
rushing game the
sound
fuck down.
defensively. There could
I
be some
can't get a yard
opportunities.
for
And you
nothing.
said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Being chased out left.
I don't know what he's doing. Give me
And
the
he
ball back.
goes down hard, flat on his
That man know
back.
what he's doing.
Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon.
Back to back to back.
He'll get off a
You can't
fairly
stop
short
counter
kick
run.
here as this is
I didn't
toward
do
the
that shit to Yoga,
sideline.
weirdo.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked
Stop
inside the
being for
40.
real. I told you this shit. That shit is good.
What the fuck happened?
Bro, me and this nigga Anton is in the Madden League, bro.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I need to
Things are
win this
starting to
game.
move in the right
You feel me?
direction.
To make
They
the
get the
playoff
touchdown
type shit.
last drive, then
You
their
feel me?
defense
If he would
gets
just
the
beat
football
me,
back.
no one can listen. It's rules in this shit. You can't spam the same play back to back type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Running the ball and shit like that, bro. Usually I rush for damn near 300, 200 yards a game on this nigga, bro. Like his run defense is so high. You know what I'm saying? So look, he just ran a free safety blitz play again. The nigga's a clown, bro. He's a clown, bro. He's a clown, bro. So basically he's spamming the same play, Casey. And I'm marching down the field now. He's spamming free safety blitz play right here that he just ran 2 times again. In the midst of this stream, he just ran that same play again and again. Look. He's doing it again. He's doing this shit again. Mind you, he just did the same shit twice back to back with that play on but he know you can't run the same play twice in the league again. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna text this group chat again and I'm gonna tell him stop doing it. Nah, I quit that game. I wasn't about to just give him that dub. Fuck out of here. I quit that game and I told the commissioner, I'm like, bro, this nigga running the same play and shit. You feel me? If you're gonna beat me and you're gonna knock me out of the playoffs, ain't cool. But he cared too much about beating me that he got to run the same play. It's not that serious.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Breeze. And Jennings has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would go to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you
that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Every time that safety comes up, you're running that play. There's no other play that makes you do that. Now you're running a different play. Now you're running a different play. Yes, you are now.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
What happened if you lose and you can't make it to the playoffs or something?
Yeah, and he know that, so he wanted to try to have that kind of like hold over me that he knocked me out of the playoffs.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Negative 6 there on 1st. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry.
I'm going for 2 weeks. I need 23. I don't want to. I do need 22.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce is good.
All right, just check.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
About to send out free safety blitz here. You about to do free safety blitz.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick up the first
y'all. Understand something, y'all. Listen.
For a Charger touchdown.
After the stream, like y'all just don't understand it, man. Like
his
the
3rd
not good
touchdown of the game, his 8th on the
year.
and the Chargers have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. To throw is Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
What quarter is it?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
I'm banging on my party, too.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. They have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Knocked
away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time. If you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable fourth down if you need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come, eluding the pressure right.
Come on, send it, bro. I'm not going to keep playing this nigga.
Sherman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard
gain. Fucking blitz, bro.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left.
This nigga by a touchdown.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Kamara, invite me. All Madden too, Kamara.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What score?
25.
How many minutes? How many minutes?
It's 50 seconds, though. 25 seconds, yeah. I got 3 timeouts, bro.
I was going to say, you shit. You still got time.
I have another score.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
This is a good game.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So much
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now.
His birthday is coming up soon.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
21. Check.
They'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Rolling to his left. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted.
I'm watching, but
Instead,
you
it's
doing
just
some
second
bullshit.
down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to
Who
a
the
second
fuck
and
is
10.
Green Bay? That motherfucker 15-0.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
So wait, how does he play? Like, is his how's his defense?
They run it again with Kamara. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Damn. Did Daz beat him before?
Yeah, I'm out of end the stream so I can get this clip. He out of it.